Live. Nah, you good. I'm gonna just hit it. If you're just logged on, please put your name in the chat box and the city and state in which you're contacting us in. Welcome to the wholesale revolution. How to flip houses on autopilot. It's going to be a great webinar, guys. If you're just logged on, make sure you put your name and city and state that you're tuning in from. I want to have some engagement. This is a live webinar. All right, this is nothing pre-recorded. Going to give you some engagement. One second here. Guys, if you're just logging on right now, make sure you put your name in the chat box and the city and state in which you're tuning into. We're going to have some fun tonight. Got a lot of people logging on all across the country. It is time. It is time. The moment you all have been waiting for is here, guys. Got about 10 minutes. Going to get some music for us going right now. Guys, if you're just logged on, please put your name in the chat box. Let me know who's out there so I can talk to you. Again, this is not pre-recorded. This is a live webinar. I know we got someone out there that's just looking, and I know you can hear me. Somebody, please put your name in the chat box. One person. Dudley, what up? What up? Dudley, where are you? Where are you? What city and state are you? See if I can get this thing hooked up. Guys, if you're just logged on, make sure you put your name in the chat box. They're tuning in. Tuning in. You know I'm in ATL, man. Dudley, I do come in ATL. I've been out there. You didn't come see me when I came out there last year, man. Maybe I got to come back to Atlanta again. I'm gonna come back out there pretty soon, man. But yes, we did come out there. If you go on my Instagram, Dudley, you will see we went to ATL. We had a great turnout as well. So hopefully, when I promote it again, you can come out, man. He says you're killing me. You gonna catch it, bro. You gonna catch it, man. What were we at? The Frog. Yeah, we were at the Caribou Coffee in Midtown. Caribou Coffee, something like that. But guys, if you just logged on, make sure you put your name in the chat box in the city and state. Dudley, I appreciate the engagement, man. Appreciate the engagement. Wholesale revolution. How to flip houses on autopilot. You know it, man. Most definitely. We're going live in about 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. Make sure you get your pen pad. Make sure you turn off all loud. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call right now from actually one of my real estate buyers. Let's see what he wants. Kurt Davis.
What you doing, man?
Actually, I'm in the middle of a live webinar starting in about 8 minutes. The Wholesale Revolution. You not tuned in right now?
Not yet.
Awesome. I said I'm gonna answer the phone for my buyer while I'm live on the webinar. See what he wants.
Here's what I'm calling. Are you ready? I don't know if it means anything or not, but I know that you obviously have lots of students. Craig and I are looking to bring on somebody to be part of our team, to be nothing but a full-time deal finder. I mean, hell, call it bird dog, call it deal finder. Someone who is finding deals for us, but we're going to be helping, like, provide the guerrilla marketing material, provide the supplies, provide, compensation plan,
right,
all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And it's interesting because I don't know how much of it's legitimately true or not. But like one of your students who came to meet with me like a month or two ago, he's now working with like James Jones and supposedly killing it.
Yeah, Clarence, yeah.
Yeah, I need him.
I got you.
Not him in general, but like I need that guy,
right,
to be part of our team.
I got you, man.
So who do you have as part of your coaching program, or someone who just graduated who is like that guy who can do it? I mean, we're needing to put someone full time, so we don't need somebody who's got a Monday through Friday job.
Right,
already.
Right. You're right, man. I got a couple of people. I got to think about that for a second, Kurt. I can't give you nobody who's half-assing, man. I got to really think about that.
Sure.
I just can't tell you somebody quickly, but I will think about it for you for sure.
And what happened to that deal that you told me that you were going to try and do on your own on Fresno or whatever?
Well, the sellers just decided not to sell, man. They kind of bagged down, so.
Of course they did.
Yeah, I'm on to the next deal, man. On to the next one.
All right. Well, I thought I would reach out to you and see if there was anybody that you knew who could fit what we're looking for.
Okay, I got you, man. I'll be in the looks, and I will let this like a big attention know in class too. So, I'll let everybody know, and I'll keep you posted. Thanks, man. All right, Kurt.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sorry, I had to catch a call from one of my actual buyers. That was pretty good, though. That was pretty good. Hopefully, some of you guys caught that. Dully, man, this is what's up. Real live training. Yes, Dully. Cameron, Houston. What up, Cameron? Cree Stewart. Is this Devarius, Memphis. What up, man? Guys, if you're just logged on, make sure you put your name in the chat box in the city and state. We got about 5 minutes to go. And it is time to dive in. Coming to you from the comfort of my home in Memphis 10. Wholesale Revolution. 4 more minutes. Guys, once again, make sure you have a pencil, a pen, a tablet, and a pad and take some notes. I'm going to give you some valuable nuggets tonight that's going to help propel yourself to major success in the wholesale real estate industry. One of the easiest and lowest entry-level ways of getting started. Jazz from Baltimore should be wholesaling real soon. Jazz, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Appreciate that engagement. I hope to help you out tonight. And I'm also going to do something very different from a lot of these webinars. I'm going to open up for a live Q&A at the end. So if you have any questions, please hold them to the end of the webinar. Three more minutes. If you haven't told a partner or relative, somebody that this webinar is about to start, I would do it right now. It's free. All I have to do is log on, register, and come on and tune in. Don't beat around the bush. That bush today, Rico. Dudley said, I'm loving your engagement, Dudley. Keep talking to me, man. Keep prepping me up, man. Get me ready to go. I'm gonna give you the game, Dudley. I promise I'm gonna give you the game, brother. Just get that pen and pad ready. And please have some questions for me. Don't freeze up when it's time for all questions like everybody else do. They just freeze up on me. They don't even have questions. That's a rare opportunity for someone to take their time out to answer those questions. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Some of you guys just got that notification. I just sent it out. I know you're like, how is he right here? And he just sent that notification out. Like I said, let everybody know it's time to log on. Leon, if you're on right now, I want you to say something. It's a lot of you guys that's on that's not putting anything in the chat box. Guys, this is not pre-recorded. Let me talk to you. What's your name? What city and state are you tuning in from? Let's get some engagement going on. Open that door for Kelly. About to open the door for you, babe. My bad. I locked it. Elijah from New York. Yes. New York City in the building. New York City in the building. Guys, where you at? Where you coming from? Florida, Texas, Nevada, Phoenix. Tune in. Give me some lip chat, bro. Where would I go? I don't know where I'm coming from. Where would I go? Chicago, Orville. What's happening, Orville? Where would I go? Tawana, she's back. Tawana, you hungry for this knowledge? You, she ain't giving up until she get this thing down packed. Kennard from Bronx, New York. Man, we got New York in the building tonight. That is what's up. Kennard, thank you for your engagement, King. I hope to help you out. It is 7 p.m. on the dot. I'm going to stop this music, and it is time to dive in and give you guys what you are here for. The wholesale revolution. How to flip houses on autopilot. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Now, Nisha from Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you for tuning in. Red One. Hey, Rico from Columbus, Ohio in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Now, guys, once again, if you're just logged on or just tuning in, I want you to put your name and city and state in which you're tuning in from in the chat box, okay? This is not a pre-recorded webinar. This is live. I'm coming to you from my crib in Memphis, Tennessee. All right. Now, I want you to know that true freedom is created in real estate, okay? True freedom is created in real estate. I want you guys to know that. JP, what's up, man? Nick from VA, let's get it. Thank you. Wholesale real estate is the easiest way to create huge profits if you want to create true freedom in your life. GG, what's up, GG from Atlanta? Okay. How to flip houses on autopilot and become a money printing machine. I think that's something that we all want to do right now. We're going to talk about my secret unfair advantage that helps me find extremely discounted houses and hot leads. Okay. Very, very important. We're also going to talk about how you can travel, pay for those things you've always wanted, or most importantly, take care of your family. Ron, what up, Ron? Ronnie from New York. What's happening, man? When you know you can wholesale real estate, you will always have income. Okay. And I'm also going to talk about how you can do this while maintaining a full or part-time job. You know, I get it all the time. You know, most people say, man, I work a full-time job. Can I really do it? You know, can I really actually tend to a full-time position and do wholesaling? Yes, you can. There is no excuse, because when you're plugged in to real resources, you can actually change your life with this. Okay. Dudley, I saw all them checks you had on your video. Hey, it's real. It's the real deal, Dudley. You're going to do the same thing, bro. All right, now, Today's agenda is real estate profits. That's today's agenda. That's what you're here for. That's what you tuned in for. And what I'm going to talk about with that in mind is how to find underpriced houses that you can flip for massive profits, even if you never looked at a house before. I mean, this is so easy that a 10 to 12-year-old can understand and implement this. Okay, so let's get this is difficult. This is hard. No, it's not. Let's get that out of our minds. Okay. I want to show you how to find buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money. You're not going to a bank to apply for a loan and you're not utilizing your credit to do so. Okay. And I want to show you how to sell these properties fast and get that money, because that's what you want to do. You want to be able to get that money. And I'm also going to talk about why the time is right now to get into this hot market. There has never been a time like right now to position yourself to get into the real estate market. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a live Q&A at the end to answer some of you guys' questions. And I know that you see all of this stuff online, these webinars that promise to help you real estate, and you watch them and they're pre-recorded. You might have a question at the end and you want to ask it, but you can't because it's pre-recorded. Well, I'm eradicating that bull crap. This is a real live webinar. And please, if you have any questions pertaining to wholesaling or the coaching, hold them to the end. And I'm going to take my time and answer each and every one of those questions. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Now, guys, I don't want to come off as an arrogant, egotistical individual. I don't want to come off as someone who's just blabbing his mouth about his success all the time, but I want to state some facts on why you should actually listen to me tonight on the webinar. And that's why I'm speaking these facts. Okay. And the reason why you should listen to me tonight on this webinar is because I am actually a full-time wholesale real estate investor with over 150 active students, guys. I'm not just some mumbo jumbo stranger coming up on here making some flim-flamsy webinar telling you about something I don't do. Okay. I'm not an informational seller. I actually live this. This is how I pay my bills to live here. This is how I eat food every day and put clothes on my back and support my family. All right. I've sold over $100 million in property value since 2013 while being in the wholesaling industry. That's a fact. You can research and it's been documented. Okay. I've also sold over 450 residential and commercial properties. You know, I haven't just wholesaled a single family home. I've wholesaled bulk property packages that consisted of 24 properties. And, you know, I've sold commercial buildings such as an apartment building. I've been through that experience. So I know a few things, guys. And also I am an annual six-figure earner in the wholesaling industry. I earn an annual six figures since the past 4 years of being in this business. So I can show you something that you can implement and reap success from. And from the success of my wholesaling, I've started a coaching program, as you can see here in the bottom left corner, with all of those students. And actually here in the far right corner with one of my students, Kelly, we were featured on ABC News, guys, here locally. You know, I think that's very credible. I think that shows credibility. I think that, you know, a credible news network is not just going to get with some flim-flamsy company and promote them and speak good about them. So, guys, you should actually listen to me, you know, and yeah, I'm not materialistic, but guys, I love toys, and real estate has provided a way for me to buy what I want. And I've recently just got an i8 BMW. I love it. You know, being a BMW owner is fantastic. Okay. And, you know, there's some of the things that it can do for you as well. Okay. Let's move forward. Now, yes, I know it sounds crazy. I know it does, but it's not. It's not. I know this almost sounds impossible. You know, I know you probably seen this consistently on your timeline. Like, man, here goes another real estate guy talking about how to flip a house, no money down. You don't need any credit. You know, I know you probably heard it before, but on my end, the reason why it is different from me is because I can prove it to you. What you say, Jazz? Beamers for life. Yes, sir. Beamer boards for life, man. Absolutely. But I can prove it to you. Okay. And I want to show you why I can prove it to you guys. Unlike those so-called self-help gurus that's on there online that's just talking that trash, I have real testimonials and real proof. I have real students that has transformed their life simply by coming through my program, simply by, instilling themselves with the self-development lessons that I teach and breaking the paradigms, those self-limiting beliefs in their minds down and allowing them to know that they can really create success in wholesaling and giving them the resources to do so, providing them with real accountability. That's why I have real testimonies, guys. It's a nickname for testimonials. I call them testimonies. I got testimonies for days, and I can keep going and going and going. All right. Real people that you can reach out to and ask them, hey, have you been to Rico's program? How is it? I'm not, like I said, I'm not just some guy that's just going to, spit some things that's not facts. Okay. Let's read some of the testimonials that I have. I'm going to read one here from my partner, DeMario. It says, shout out to my partner, Rico Smith. Closed my second wholesale real estate deal with him today. If you are wanting to get in the game, reach out to him. He has a great program that not only teaches you about wholesale real estate, but the self-development tools you need to face the many obstacles you will encounter on a daily basis. All right. That's from DeMario. DeMario was a very, very shy individual when he first came into the program. I teach the self-development laws that breaks that allows you to know, hey, I can become a supreme being and I can do things that I never believed that I could do. And I told him, get out of that shell, DeMario. You can become a powerful speaker. And he believed in it. And now he can talk to sellers at ease. He can negotiate with a seller at ease, which allows him to get real estate deals. And I remember doing a $30,000 a month with him. Okay. That's a serious situation from somebody who didn't believe they could do real estate to doing $30,000 a month. Imagine how many bills he paid up. Imagine, how it felt to tell his boss, hey, I'm going to take this vacation and go where I want to go. I think that's very powerful. And guys, DeMario Harris, you see it. You want to research his name on Facebook right now online to do your research about my company. Go ahead and do so. Ask him about me. Okay. I don't mind it. I'm going to read another one. It says, I previously contacted you back in July of 16. I purchased books, I've YouTube, Google, and all sorts of other things. I've literally just watched your system video, and man, it has me with the chills. That was a great breakdown of the entire system. I am a single mom, and creating wealth for my children is my number one goal. I'm ready to work, and I'm ready to put forth the effort. What's next? I think the energy that's in these individuals that's seeing this program is just, it speaks the truth. I don't have to sit here and continue to preach to you. The proof is in the pudding, guys. All right. Now, for you guys being patient and waiting and staying until the end of this webinar, I want to give you a free bonus. Okay. And I want to give you something that I believe is easily worth over $300. It has taken me 8 years to actually get this thing precise down to a T. And it's my ultimate 15-point home inspection checklist. And I want to give it to you so that when you going out there and you're looking at your properties, when you're trying to get your deals, you can be able to estimate the rehab to a T with this checklist and give it back to your end buyer so he can know how much he needs to spend on the property. This is worth over $300, guys. And I know this is a long webinar, so I want to give you that for free of charge for waiting and to build a relationship with you. Okay. All right, let's move forward. Now, my story in 2 minutes, guys, in a nutshell. I'm going to try to get done very, very quickly. Most of you all know my story. But, I went to college. I dropped out of college. Okay. I didn't enjoy that experience. I overdosed myself on self-development lessons at the age of 15. And I wanted to be able to help my mom and dad because they came out of a very dark situation. All right. And when I dropped out of college, I went to live with my grandfather, which is a lower income area in South Memphis. And it was a very, very dark and trying time for me. Because at this period, I really wanted to become a successful wholesale real estate investor. I wanted to pursue that dream. I wanted to make something out of my life. And I wanted to help my mom and dad, but I struggled. I struggled. I spent money on these so-called self-help gurus. I went online. I spent money in these, programs that I believed they could teach me. And guys, they did not provide true accountability. They did not provide true accountability. I felt like I was conned and scammed. And I was like, man, I have to figure it out because time is going. I'm looking at a year, 2 years. I'm still stuck at my grandfather's house and I'm looking at turning 22. I'm a grown man. I dropped out of college. I got to do something with my life. I can't be in here living with my granddad. So it will be periods, guys, where I would try different marketing strategies and, endless amounts of bandit signs and I would not get a deal. I would struggle. You know, you got people out here right now crying, talking, oh, I can't get a deal in 4 months. I can't get a deal. I couldn't get a deal in years. It took me 3 years to understand this thing. So guys, you got to understand that it's gonna be a journey. But you know, and it was some nights where I would struggle so bad, and I would want to succeed and move out of my grandfather's house so bad I would sleep in my back seat of my car, you know, because I would sacrifice that time to wake up and get right back to it, without him knowing how dire of a situation I was in. And then it was within this period that I would put out bandit signs. I would seek out certain mentors. I would read this book and that book and YouTube this and Google that I discovered the magical system that changed my life forever. It changed it ever. And now I after my 3rd year of struggling, I reaped so much success. It was like I hit a gold mine. And now I can go out here and wholesale a house for the rest of my life and always make money, guys. I never go broke again, simply because I've discovered that magical system. Now, if you flash forward 6 years later, everything in my life has changed. Everything. That's a fact. And I can prove that to you going back to when I first started to see some success in wholesaling. See, as you can see here in this bottom left corner, I was driving that gray Kia that I'm telling you about right now. And that gray Kia, I graduated out of that gray Kia at 22 years old. And you know what, guys? It's so funny because on my Instagram, I've never deleted a picture on my page in 4 years. And you can actually scroll all the way down back to when I was in that Kia. You can see my transition off my Instagram. And I want you to do that. But I was able to basically make it out of that Kia into that 645 BMW, guys. And I was able to move out of my grandfather's house, as you can see here in South Memphis, and transition and move downtown. I've been downtown for the past 5 years. I'm still here now. I love it here. It's great. As you can see, downtown. Got a great view. My partner Jack right there. And it's been great, guys. And I've also started a coaching company, as you can see here, MadPaper Coaching, to be able to show others how to replicate the success that I received from that magical system that I'm going to tell you about a little bit later on. I can't reveal it right now. And, you know, from the success of that, I created apparel. I put it on clothes here. As you can see, I put the MadPaper logo on a crew neck years ago. And guys, I mean, everything in my life has changed tremendously. That is my story in a nutshell. And I just wanted to, you know, reveal to you guys that it doesn't always have to be good. You don't have to have a well-off situation. Your mom and dad don't have to be rich, okay? You can come from a poverty-stricken situation. You can come from a rut. You can come from a hard financial situation and make it out. I did. All right? Okay. Let's move forward. Now, yes, this sounds crazy, but it's not. Okay? I want to talk to you about one of my students that came into my program. And I mean, he's a go-getter. Denarius Caesar, 27 years old with 4 kids. And he's married, guys. He drives trucks for FedEx. He's full-time. I mean, he works 6 days out the week, sometimes 7, 12-hour day shifts. Imagine that. Imagine the excuses you have. People out there, oh, man, I got a job. I can't wholesale real estate. That's not true. This guy came to me and said, man, I researched so much stuff online, but you seem very transparent and honest, and I want to take my time and invest in you. And if this is real, I'm going to run with it. And that's what Denarius did. He ran with the information, came in, closed 2 deals in his first 2 months. That's rare. First 2 months, and generated over $10,000 since working with me, guys. I mean, that's the heart of a line, okay? And also, he knew nothing about real estate beforehand. I wanted to just say that one more time. He knew nothing about real estate beforehand. You got people out there that wholesale, I've never heard of that. I don't think I can do that. That sounds so difficult. But it's coming from an area of comfort. That's why it sounds difficult. But when it's coming from an area of hunger and pain and drive and passion and determination and desire and persistence, then it's easy. Okay, I want you guys to know that. You got to figure out, what is your purpose? How can I get charged up in this thing? And I want to talk to you tonight on why you must commit to discovering how to wholesale effectively. Effectively, not like most of this generic mumbo jumbo that's out here on Facebook and YouTube and stuff. Okay, I'm talking about things that can change your life. Ask yourself, do you want to wake up to that nosy alarm clock going to a job that you hate? How many of us got that? I was there. I had a job too now. You know, I had a job that I couldn't stand. It's people that we don't want to be around. You know, it's just a nuisance to us. Or if you love your job, just imagine what an extra 5 or 10K a month could do for you. Because look, it's people out there that may love their job, guys. You know, and that's okay. I'm not knocking that hustle. You love your job and you happy. That is great and fantastic. But imagine this. What if you can add an extra 5 to 10K a month? What could that do for you? Ask yourself that. The bills are already paid. The kids are fed. The expenses are met. But an extra 5 or 10K is coming in on top of that. Well, what are you going to do with that? Are you tired of being around broke, miserable people that you do not want to be around? You know, as a saying, they say, if 5 of your friends are broke, busted, and disgusted, guess what? You're going to be the 6th one. That's a fact. Okay? Now, I want to ask you this also. What's the alternative if you don't figure out how to do this? What's the alternative if you don't figure out how to do this? You know, this is a serious situation. And you know what? Sometimes I don't think people realize how serious it is. Hey, guys, we alive. We breathing. That's limited. We don't live forever. Think about that. So if you don't figure out how to do this right now to change your life financially, what's the alternative? Are you going to suffer and see your family suffer for the rest of your life? Think about it. Now, I want to talk to you tonight on why this is the best time to get into real estate right now. And the market is hot. Like I said, the window is open for a huge amount of opportunity for people to come in and change their lives. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about the articles because I want you guys to do the research. But I want to show you the major publications so you can see the proof in this. That's Forbes, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and Bloomberg. Okay. All of the major publications, they are stating that 2018 housing market is off to a running. That's it. You need to position yourself right now to get into this game and make some money, guys. It's not just about making money and spending it on materialistic bull crap as well. It's about getting that foundation, man, to be able to help some people out. Okay? Now, what I'm about to reveal is how to flip your first property for a profit in the next 90 days without a real estate license. I hope you guys are taking notes. And if I've been clear and speaking with clarity, I want you guys to give me some engagement. Once again, this is not a pre-recorded bullcrap webinar. I am actually live speaking to you guys. And I want you to press 1 in the chat box to let me know that I'm actually clear. Press 1 in the chat box for me before I continue to move on. I need to see someone to press 1. Dudley got me. He's tuned in. He's focused and zoned in. It's a hustler. What's up, Wesley? Consistency, man. It is the power of repetition. It is the power of consistently looking at some information over and over again that allows your mind to harness and embed that information inside it. That is powerful. Thank you for the ones. Thank you for the engagement, guys. Going to go ahead and move on. All right, now let's go. 3-step wholesale real estate process. Here we go. Finding underpriced houses, finding buyers, locking properties under contract, and closing the deal. That's what we want to learn tonight. That's what I want to give you. I want to give you the real game like Phil Jackson did when he was talking to Mike, when he was winning that first championship. And I think that I can guide you to win this championship. Okay. All right. So make sure you got your pen, pad, or notepad so you can take this information down. All right. First things first, how to find underpriced houses. What is an underpriced house, you ask? What is that? What is an underpriced house? I don't know. Most people don't know that. So let me break it down. It's an off-market property that can also be called a property that the owner is thinking about selling, but has not actively begun to pursue the sale, guys. The definition may be wide, but regardless, all off-market properties are good to find. They mean less competition for the sale, quicker sales, and better deals. Okay? We all get there. I hope you all are writing notes. Take your time to write notes. Now, what are some examples of off-market properties? Absentee owners, foreclosures, for sale by owners, tax sales, code violations, divorces, inherited properties. These are all examples of off-market properties, guys. Okay? Let's move on. Now, I'm going to give you a gem that most of these guys won't give you for free. Most of you all have, driven in nice neighborhoods, and you've driven in areas, and you've, looked at certain properties and you said, wow, that property is vacant and abandoned. I know that could be a good deal. Let me write down the address, and there's nothing wrong because we felt like we could somehow, some way retrieve the owner's information. How many of us get stuck right there? How many of us got addresses everywhere, but we don't have a phone number on that owner to even contact them to try to negotiate that deal? Guys, that's crazy. I want to show you something that will allow you to skip trace a name and the owner's information successfully, and that is Intellius.com. Intellius.com is one of the most successful people searches and one of the most powerful people searches. It's so powerful that bounty hunters use it to find people. Okay, it's that precise. So I want you to harness this. Does it cost? Yes, it costs a little money. It may cost like $2 to $3 a person search, but it is worth it because guess what? Not only is it going to bring up that person's information, but it's going to bring up the relatives' information. It's going to bring up the spouse's information. I mean, the kids' information. And boiling down, if the dog has a number. So it is a very detailed search, okay? Make sure you utilize it. Intellius.com. I'm giving these jewels to you for free. This is something that I harnessed when I was working on a budget, and I did not have a lot of money to put in marketing, guys, and I just had a lot of desire. But let me tell you this, if you're going to harness it, make sure you harness this tool with desire. Remember, if you don't harness it with desire, it's worthless. Let's move on to the next one. Bandit signs. Of course, all of us know about bandit signs. It's one of the most, talked about marketing strategies in the wholesaling industry, period. We've even seen these signs when we didn't even know what wholesaling was. We were like, what does we buy houses mean? Why does these guys have it on the intersection? But it is one of the most effective marketing strategies that you can use as a wholesale real estate investor. Reason being is because you got people that drive in their car, millions and millions of people. They're going through situations, and when they get to a red light or a stop sign, and they can be facing foreclosure, they can be facing a family death, or they could be facing a financial hardship. They could be in the thought of thinking about selling their property, and they don't want to go through the process of using the realtor and other contingencies. So they say, you know what? I just want to sell it outright, all cash. And they may look to their left, they may look to their right, and they may see a sign that says, we buy houses with someone's phone number. And the fact that it gives them an opportunity in that motivated state to reach out and call their phone, that's a great marketing strategy, guys. And I used it heavily in the beginning. As you can see here in the left corner, I used to write on them in the beginning. The reason why I hand wrote on my bandit signs at the beginning is because if you do that, it's a psychological thing. Most people say, well, Rico, that's sloppy. Why would you do that? That's not professional. That doesn't look clean. It doesn't look very good. Why would someone call you off of that? I don't get it. The reason is because a motivated seller does not have the time to feel fearful of reaching out to a 1-800 number. They don't want to call a 1-800 number and have to worry about an operator picking up the phone or some type of automated voicemail. They need someone in that dire state. So if you have your local number on there, if it's handwritten, their subconscious mind is going to tell them that's an actual human being that's going to pick up the phone when I call them. That's an advantage that you can have as a wholesaler. I'm giving you nuggets, guys. I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're taking notes right now. Now you looking on the right corner here, you're saying, well, look, I see some sign that's printed here is white and red. Yes, it is fine if you want to go ahead and, once you start making money from some of your deals, to invest in some more cleaner signs and have them printed, but keep your local number. Okay? Keep your local number. It's going to be a very also a very, very powerful tip I want to give you right now is when, bandit signs are great, and a lot of us use them. A lot of wholesalers use them, but don't be like 90% of the competition. Don't be like 95% of the competition. Go above and beyond in your efforts in this thing. We're not trying to get in this thing to compete with people. We don't compete. We dominate. Okay? We are collaborators and we dominate. So when you're thinking about harnessing or utilizing the bandit signs, don't just get 10 or 20 bandit signs. Don't just get 50 bandit signs and go and put them out in one little area thinking you did some work. That's not work. And I'm going to tell you something. Wholesaling takes work, guys. It's not no get rich quick scheme. Stop believing in that bull crap out there that they telling you online. Half of those guys are selling you out. They're not in the game themselves. I am, and I'm working my ass off day in and day out. So you got to work. If you are not willing to go out there and get 100 to 200 to 300 to 500 bandit signs and work your butt off day in and day out to put them out there in your market, maybe this is not for you. How much work are you willing to put into your dream? Think about that. The lowest total pole of marketing with wholesaling, bandit signs, will allow you to make some good deals this way. Because if you do that, if you dominate your area and you put signs everywhere, guess what? You're going to stand out. They're going to say, you know what? That's a number one wholesaler. I think we need to work with them. From the buyers to the other wholesalers to the title company to the realtors with deals, everyone is going to work with you because you are a dominator. That's how you win, guys. All right. And I wanted to just put that in there, and hopefully I can motivate you and propel you in the right direction. You got to work your butt off. I'm not finna sit here on this webinar and tell you, oh, if you go put some bandit signs out, you're going to get rich. It's not finna happen that way. Let's move on to the next. How to find underpriced houses. How to find underpriced houses. Ken, anybody help? Ken, if you can hold your questions to the end of the webinar, brother, I promise you, man, I'm gonna talk to you about JVs. I do actually help people out with JVs, but I want people to take their time and listen to this webinar. This is a serious situation. All right. I appreciate it, man. All right. Now, driving for dollars. Driving for dollars. How many of us have started and thought about, going out there and trying this technique of driving for dollars? A very, very effective technique. We drove in a pretty neighborhood and we looked to our left, we looked to our right, and we saw a house and we knew, man, that house it's in a nice area, but it's boarded up. The windows are boarded up. The grass is almost growing over the house. The roof looked like the shingles are about to come off. Guys, that's a sign of an absentee owner, a vacant house. You can write that address down and you can have the potential to reach out to that person who owns that property and you can negotiate a deal that way. It's so many lazy people out here that overlook this because they lazy. They don't want to work. If you really go out here and put out the effort and drive and go out there and write down about 50 to 100 of those vacant houses, you could come home and skip trace these homes and find out that, wow, it's motivated sellers out there. I just got to work a little bit to find them. Most people want sellers to fall out the sky. It's not going to happen that way. It's just like if you went in the gym and you was benching and you knew that last rep hurted. It's the same way in wholesaling, guys. See, I want to break down the parallels of the realities in this thing. Stop listening to those get rich quick schemes out there. Do know that you will have to put work in when you're trying to attain riches. You have to work your butt off. Okay. So with that being said, the last thing I'm gonna say with this thing is this: go out there and exalt yourself with this strategy. Don't go out there and drive around and write down 4 addresses and just because you just got off an hour-long YouTube special of whoever guru you were watching and you just felt motivated to do something. Go out there and seriously create a plan, fill your tank up, because that's what you're going to have to do, and go out there and get 100 houses and come back home and set yourself up for success. Help your family out because you know they need you. Really get real right now and go out there and make something happen, guys. All right, let's move on to the next. Now, this is one of my favorite strategies of finding underpriced houses, and that is direct mail marketing. Direct mail marketing, the beautiful process of sending out postcards or letters to a targeted group of motivated people in hopes that a high percentage of those motivated people call you back with some juicy deals. Isn't that wonderful? Think about that. Yeah. Whoa, does that cost? Rico, how much that cost? It's like I keep hearing it. Guys, in real estate, it pays to play. You're going to have some little cash. Let's put that out. So I know, we can get jobs and we can go out there and find money. Money is nothing, all right? You're going to have to put some money in your marketing if you want to position yourself for success. And I'm talking about all the way from $345 on up to $690. You're going to have to invest in this niche. It does cost money. It is not free. And I want to say that. So, you're going to send out postcards that looks just similar to this postcard here. It says, "Hi, my name is Jack, and I would like to buy your property at the certain address of wherever you're sending it to. Please give me a call at 901-300-6605. Thanks, Jack Simon." Many of you are saying, well, that's very simple. That's all you got to say. That's all you have to say on the postcard when you're targeting a motivated person. We're not targeting retail people who are comfortable that do not have to sell their houses. They're working with agents and MLS. All right. We're working with people that is motivated to sell. So direct mail marketing is one of the most effective ways of finding underpriced houses this way. Imagine sending out, 3,000 postcards to a group of hungry, motivated sellers and being able to generate $5,000 to $10,000 assignment fees on some of these deals. I just talked about bandit signs and I just talked about driving for dollars, but imagine being able to sit home and just watching your phone ring from all the deals that you got coming to you from direct mail marketing. Isn't that wonderful? That's why direct mail marketing, in my opinion, is one of the most best things, because for me, it changed my entire business. All right. Let's move on. Now we're going to move on to how to find buyers. Of course, guys, the internet. It's not rocket science. The internet. I'm going to talk about two simple things very quickly and easily. And that's Google and LinkedIn. I hope you're taking notes right now. Well, how do you find the buyers? How do you get cash buyers to get your deals done, Rico? How do you find the buyers? I want to show you how to find the buyers. It's common sense. And I get this a lot. If you're in Memphis, Tennessee, how can you coach me all the way in California? Or how can you coach me all the way in Louisiana on how to find buyers? The internet. I tell them to go to Google. All right. And the first thing I have them do is to find 5 local buyers in their local market. 5 local buyers in their local market. And when we go to Google, we have to think with common sense. Well, most of the expert buyers, if they want to be, number one in their city, if they spend money in marketing the right way, they're going to spend their top dollar to be ranked number one on Google, one of the largest search engines online, of course, right? So when you put that in that search engine, we're going to type in specifically. You could be in Florida. You could type in let's go over real estate investors in Florida. To be more specific, let's put real estate investors in Orlando, Florida. Okay. And then we're going to put a search in for real estate investment companies in Florida. And what I have my students do out of state is I'll walk them through each of the steps of contacting the buyers that pops up. If you pay attention, the companies are going to pop up when you put them in a search engine. And some of you saying, oh, wow, that got buyers right around my local market right now. I just didn't think about that. Well, what do I do next? What do you mean? What do you do next? Are you hungry? See, it's like sometimes the answer is right in front of you, but the obstacle is so big over your mind, you're not even ready for it yet. But I want to wake you up and shake you and say, look, it's right in front of you. If you get over the phobia and fear, just pick up your phone and call the companies. That's what I coach my students to do. We position ourselves that way. Hey, how you doing? My name is Rico Smith. I see that you work with 123 Home Buyer Network. Well, I just started my wholesaling business here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I wanted to contact you, and I wanted to know what areas are you guys buying in, okay? I want to develop a sharper sense of your criteria so I can have a targeted marketing campaign, and so I won't massively market it in areas that you guys are not buying in. Is that okay? Fantastic. Well, can we set up an appointment very soon? Great. Okay. I thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I'll be at your office tomorrow. That's all we do. People, the internet's, getting the Podio and the virtual assistants and creating all of these systems out here that these people are teaching is great. Don't get me wrong. But guys, you got to build a foundation and you got to go out there and reach these buyers yourself. You can't just perform no direct mail campaign to a buyer list and thinking that they can just reach out to you first. You got to reach out to them. You got to show them that you have the drive. You have enthusiasm. And this is the cornerstone of you building a relationship with the expert buyers. This is how you find them. These people out here are not going to tell you this. I hope you're taking notes right now. And you know what? I got people out there that's just watching this webinar. They're not going to do a thing. But the real go-getters that's watching this webinar, that they understand me. I hope you understand what I'm saying right now. If you are at a dire state in your life right now, you sick and tired of being in a rut, you tired of not figuring out how you going to get some more money in your pocket, you tired of being broke, this is what you got to do. Because the buyers are in your local market. All you have to do is go reach out to them. And guess what? They're going to give you the areas of where they're buying in. They're going to say, well, we buying this zip code. We buying this area. We buying that area. And guess what? Now we can compile a targeted list of zip codes that we can take back to our data source company, guys. This is powerful. This is powerful nuggets. Let's go on to the next one. Now, the next one is LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Most people saying, well, LinkedIn, what are you talking about LinkedIn? Well, LinkedIn is regular. You know, I got a LinkedIn, man. It's nothing. I reach out to my people all the time on LinkedIn. Well, guys, I'm not talking about the regular LinkedIn tonight. I'm talking about LinkedIn Premium. LinkedIn Premium is a special LinkedIn, which you have to pay, yes, $40 a month, and which I highly advise you get. Because with this strategy, you don't have to send out an invite to a certain real estate investment company. Now you can have direct access to hedge funds, multimillionaire hedge fund companies, okay? Banks, private equity firms, people that can get you deals and people that can actually buy your deals. Think about that. This is something that we all need, but most importantly, buyers right now, because that's what I'm talking about. Imagine being able to directly message a company without having to wait on them to accept your invite. This is pretty big. And, you know, when you send out messages, you're able to build a relationship this way. You're able to let the buyers know that you are serious. You have a certain aim and goal in mind, and they're going to either say no or yes. And guys, you must exalt yourself with this strategy. Don't sit there and send out 3 messages. It takes work. Some people are not going to instantly build rapport with you. It's going to take time. Okay. Now, an example of a message that you can send out is one that I sent out here. It says, "Hi, Scott. My name is Rico Smith. I recently contacted with you on LinkedIn. I currently own an investment company in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm looking to acquire non-performing notes or properties. And also I have access to some distressed properties at a very low price as well. If you're looking to liquidate or acquire any real estate assets, I'd love to connect with you briefly and talk about it. I know you are busy, so I won't take up too much of your time. Thank you." And I gave him my direct cell. That's all it takes. All right. Get away from the phobia of reaching out to these people and reach them. But you want to have a target goal in mind of at least 100 people. All right. At a time, you're going to have a great response rate. You might get 15 for sure buyers out of that. You know, it's a numbers game, guys. Don't get emotional when it comes to it, too. If a guy says he doesn't want to work with you, it's not the end of the world. You're not going to die. Go on to the next company. All right. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Now, also, we got local real estate investor meetings, you know, in your local areas. And also you have real estate organizations and meetups, which are also called RIAs, real estate investment associations, which you can attend and you can develop relationships with buyers more aggressively because they are there. So make sure you research your local RIAs in your areas, you know, from New York City, you know, all the way back down to California, to Florida, Louisiana, Arizona, Seattle. You know, research this, guys, because you got to go where the rich go. You got to go where the players are, and the buyers go to the RIA meetings. And if you go there, make sure you connect with them. You know, hey, my name is Brian. I'm a wholesaler here in Houston, Texas, and I'm looking to network with buyers like yourself. What is your criteria? What areas are you guys buying in, so I can focus on those areas and create a much more targeted campaign? All right, that's what you want to do. All right, now, what I want to talk to you about is how to lock properties under contract and close the deal. We've made it to this part here. Now, this is a very, very important part because it deals with the purchase contract, one of the most important pieces of paper in wholesaling. It allows you to control the deal. It locks your position in. It allows you as a wholesaler to know that you have the American right to control a piece of property with a purchase contract, because you can assign that piece of paper to an end buyer. You can do that. You don't have to have a license for that. That's your legal right. So, you know, if you have an agreed upon price on $100,000 home that's worth $100,000 and you have an agreed upon price of $60,000, you can actually take your purchase contract, get it written up for $60,000. You sign it, the seller signs it, and you have the potential stake of either buying that property or assigning it to an end buyer with the assignment contract. And the assignment contract is your compensational agreement with your end buyer, which states how much money you are to get paid from it. So if you are to get it down with $60,000 with the purchase contract and you want to sell it to your end buyer for $65,000, you're going to put $5,000 in an assignment contract. Okay. All right. And then you're going to take the purchase contract and the assignment to a title company, which is the closing attorney's office. Okay. That's where you're going to close your deal. That's where you're going to pick up your check. It's one of the most beautiful things. Okay. Most people don't know that. They're like, well, what do I get my check from? Do my buyer pay me, or how does that look? No, you get paid from a title company. After they close on the property, they're going to cut checks. They're going to pass out deeds. They're going to give the deed to the buyer, cash to the seller, and the assignment fee to the wholesaler, which is you. Okay. All right. Now, there you have it. We just went over the exact process you can use to find underpriced houses, find buyers, lock houses under contract, and get paid from real estate. Now, I just laid out the exact framework used to generate millions in revenue in wholesale real estate. Now, do you guys see the value in this process right now? And I'm going to stop right there. I need y'all to press 1 and let me know if you see the value before I even move forward, because I'm giving you a lot of nuggets right now. Matter of fact, don't press 1, press 2, guys. Let me see you press 2. There we go. Woo! Okay, I'm going to come right back after that one. That was a lot of engagement. Man, that was crazy. That lets me know I'm doing good. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for the engagement. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to hold you up anymore for that. All right. Now, what I want you to know is wholesaling becomes so much easier when you have a framework you can follow, okay? It becomes very easy. It's not hard. If you have a good coach and mentor behind you with a good program with resources, it's easy as heck. I'm telling you, a 12-year-old can make some money. Now, I can hear it out there. But Rico, what about the other important parts of the wholesaling process? I can hear it. Guys, things like setting appointments or talking to the sellers and negotiating the deals. And how about finding the most motivated sellers? These are the most talked about things in wholesaling, the most talked about things. And you got the right person tonight that's going to reveal to you these dynamic answers. Thank you to Miko, John, Jazz, Wynn, James, Nick, Elijah, Kennard. I appreciate all you guys. Jill, all of you. I see you. I want to shout you out. I want to remind you this is live. It's not pre-recorded. Gloria, it's okay. You're not late. Thank you. All right, let's go in. Now, who's interested in learning my entire wholesaling process from start to finish? That's what I want to know. You know, things like how to find houses and set appointments every week. Every week. How to find the most motivated sellers. You know, how to structure your deals for maximum profits. My exact negotiation strategies used to close deals. Think about that. The exact contracts we use, not that mumbo jumbo crap that's not even real. And even more in-depth training on wholesaling and direct mail marketing and so much more, because guys, trust me, it's a science behind that direct mail marketing. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a science behind it. Yeah, I see y'all in the chat box. They ready. D'Amico, James, y'all ready? Nick, okay. I got you. Look, I'm going to be honest with you now. You know, Rico, not gonna sugarcoat a thing with you. I'm gonna be blunt and honest with you. You got option one. You can try and talk to buys yourself. You can do it yourself without me, without any type of help. And trust me, it's gonna be hard. You cannot know if people are ripping you off. How many times have we've been misled? We went to that seminar. You know, someone put a bug in our ear. We went to the seminar. And we felt like we were getting that good info, and then as soon as we were, you know, thinking we were finna get some type of special answer, we were led to an upsell, and it led us to another whole area. We didn't even want to do it because of all the money that they were trying to charge us. And then when we did pay the money, we got a book and a kit and a pat on the back and said, good luck. But we couldn't call nobody who was actually creating a program. Or you can keep wasting time. Think about it. Year 2, man, I'm going to another seminar. Have I did a deal? No, I haven't did a deal yet. You can keep doing it. I've been there, guys. It took me 3 years. Come on. Or you can keep going on YouTube now. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with going on YouTube and learning and educating yourself. Matter of fact, YouTube is it's like a university. It's so powerful and immersed with knowledge. But if you're constantly going on YouTube after year 2, and you're watching the same information after year 2, and you haven't done a deal after year 2, it's a problem. Now YouTube has become a process of analysis of paralysis. You're entrapped in it. You could keep driving around looking for houses, you know, feeling good. I know a guy that got like a thick book of just addresses right now. You know, he just got a thick book of addresses because he feels like he's doing something. Guys, that's bull crap. Let's eradicate that tonight. Or you could keep reading the same book over and over and over again. Man, I'm going to read that book and get compelled to do it. I got to get that fire in me. Guys, come on, man. Let's stop that. Look at option 2 right now. Let us guide you through the process using the system we've already proven that works. Get every part of our system set up and running for you within a matter of days. Okay? Within a matter of days now. And the next step that I want to talk to you about is, would you like to hear about how to have this done for you? Would you like to hear about how to have this done for you? I need you to put in the Q&A box. Right now, I'm ready. Let me know you're ready, because I'm going to show you how to have it done for you. It's ready. It's that time. It's that time. I'm so ready that I'm ready. I'm going to put in the chat box. I'm ready. I'm ready. Who's ready? I'm ready. I don't think what you say, Jazz, you were born ready. That's what I'm talking about. I got to stand up for this, man. This is like, you know, when you go to a special event and then the special topic is about to arrive and everybody stands up. Hey, it's that time, guys. And I see everybody in the chat box is ready. So I'm about to go right in right now. I hope you guys got your pen and your pad out right now. Introducing the wholesale revolution. Guys, this is a revolution tonight. You have made it to this area of the webinar. The first full-blown wholesale real estate training course that will make you never have to worry about money again. And I mean that. Never have to worry about money again. Think about that. Waking up knowing that you can go create $3,000, $5,000, $6,000 for yourself. Ran by someone who's actually built a multi-six-figure business and sold 450 properties. You know what? I got to edit that because I think I'm at 500 properties right now. And when you know how to sell houses, you will always feel confident in your ability to make more money. Think about that. When the holidays approach, when that cash is shorting and it's getting tighter and tighter, and you look at your family and you like, damn, I can't even give them nothing. That's over with, because now it's a revolution that has arisen from the ashes, guys. And now I'm gonna reveal it to you. We got 6 modules right now, and I want to break down those 6 modules. Module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. You got so many people out here trying to build a wholesale business, but they running on quicksand. They standing on quicksand with no firm foundation. And I want to show you how to create a real foundation for your business. Then we got module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. We tired of that old, outdated bullshit that does not work. What works for me so I can use it and create money for my life? Rico want to give it to you. And that's what I want to talk about in module 2. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. We're not trying to wait no 90 days to get no paper in real estate because you don't have to. That's a lie. Stop letting people milk you out your money, guys. All right. Module 4, the place where you close your deals. What does that look like? Do you know half of the people out there don't even know? They don't even know what a title company looks like. Heck, they don't even know what a closing attorney is. Let's know the realities of these things so we can have a successful business. Okay. Now, module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. What do we do with the cash that we get from these checks? Do we just blow it off and buy all nice materialistic things and be broke the next day? No, let me show you how to have fun with your money. But at the same time, you got to save. You got to put some up. You also got to, learn about asset allocation. I want to reveal some of those things in module 5 to you. Okay. That's very dynamic. And then module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double close. I'm talking about 2 phenomenal things that will just catapult your wholesaling and real estate business. I'm talking about it will do a 360, a somersault, all of that cool stuff. All right, let's move on to the next. The wholesale revolution. Now, this training will give you the exact framework on every part of the wholesale real estate process to follow. A proven framework. Crystal said, I'm glad I got to hear you. It's not letting me type to view the video without starting over on me. It's okay. Use this framework over and over again to get your first $5K a month or scale it to $25K monthly. And that's for my go-getters. Most people are cool with 5 or 7,000, but I got real entrepreneurs out there that want to scale it to at least 25 to 30 grand a month. And I've had students that's done that in my program, and I want to show you how to do the same thing. All right. Now, module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. We will go over the basics of wholesale real estate and how to make sure you're not going to get ripped off, guys. We got to equip you to know that, look, this is a game of sharks and con artists. You have to be sharp and you have to move with discernment. Okay. That's how you, most importantly, that's how you build a foundation. And that's one thing that I had to learn the hard way. Okay. You have to move with discernment. Does the person that I'm learning from, is he in this game full time? Does he have successful coaching students? Is that researchable? Can I go research that? Is that documented? All right. Put that in your mind when you're moving forward out here. Now, another thing that's very important in module 1 is going over everything I would recommend for you to begin the reverse wholesaling process. The reverse wholesaling process. And remember, guys, earlier I was talking about the magical system that changed my life forever. Well, guys, that's the magical system, the reverse wholesaling process system. Not going out there and trying to find a house first, but reversing that and going out there to find buyers first. That's what successful wholesalers do. They build relationships with buyers first because they know that if they mimic them, if they figure out what areas they're buying in, they can create a targeted campaign to go to those areas that the buyers are buying in, so it won't waste their time. This is a dynamic teaching strategy that is not being promoted and broadcasted out here. People are sleeping on this, and it's creating a world of frustration out there in the real estate industry. And I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm going to break it down. If you build a relationship with an expert buyer, if you build a relationship with an expert buyer and cultivate a genuine relationship with him, success will follow. Do not allow money to blind you in this fashion. All right. You must build a successful relationship and the money will follow. Now, once you build a relationship with that buyer, guess what's going to happen? He's going to be your mentor now. He's going to guide you in areas that you would have never dreamed of. And guess what? The competition down at the bottom is going to be looking at you like, how is he doing this? How is he surviving? This is a secret strategy, guys. I hope you're taking notes. Now, in module 1, I also go over how to find buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money. You don't go to the bank to go apply for a loan and go buy a wholesale house at a wholesale price. Don't get that misconstrued with wholesale. You're the middleman, okay? You're not buying the house. You're taking a piece of paper, you're locking it under contract, and you're assigning your rights out of that piece of paper to an end buyer for a fee. Okay? That's what you're doing. And that's what I drill my students in module 1, so you can know how to move forward successfully. Now, module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. This one is huge right now. Learn how I select niches and go after the market. No more unnecessary, frustrating marketing methods that don't work. We're done with the old, outdated methods. Learn how to find the exact properties to target so that you can be assured that the properties are pre-qualified for you to buy. I'm going to say that one more time. Learn how to find the exact properties to target so that you can be assured that the properties are pre-qualified for you to buy. You got so many people out there just going into areas that they don't even know if the investor is buying in that area yet. They're just hoping to find some certain special investor that likes that house because they think they can see the same thing that they see. You're wasting your time. You have to systematically move strategically right here. I hope you guys are not missing me, man. Very important. Now, also, we're going to discover little known ways to find sellers that nobody thinks about, that kicks ass for wholesaling. And I'm talking about these things are right under your nose. Imagine being able to go to the yellow pages, which is free, and going to a certain page and being able to find deals instantaneously. That's what we do in module 2. I bring up things that's right in front of people's faces that they're not thinking about because they're lazy. All right. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. Now, this is what I call the revolution for real because I go above and beyond right here. Learn about the exact contracts you need to close your deal and how to structure the contract for your benefit. That's what I walk my students through this process. I don't leave them by themselves in this. That's one thing that I don't do. How to understand the difference between a real estate agent and a wholesaler. You do not have to have a license to be a wholesaler. That's a paradigm. Let's break that down. How to negotiate with your sellers to arrange a maximum profit in a win-win situation with your buyer. When the motivated sellers call my students' phone, I get on the phone with them and negotiate their deal. I don't believe in motivated seller scripts. I don't do motivated seller scripts. That caused me so much failure in my early stages, and I hated it because all the money I spent on those programs, all I wanted to do was call the person who created it so he can help me when I was in the dark and I did not know what to say. You can't read from a piece of paper and try to talk to a motivated seller. They can tell if you're reading from a piece of paper. Some of those people are going to hang up in your face. You got to be effective. So why not leverage 8 years of my experience of being on the phone so I can negotiate that deal for you? Some of those calls are going to be rejections. You got to know how to handle the rejections. Some of those are going to be success calls. You got to know how to handle those success calls. So if you can edify and listen to me on the phone at least 10 to 15 times, then you too will become a master negotiator. It's just that simple. And I take it a little bit above and beyond to do that for my students. All right. And also, it's included the contracts that you need that works in all of 47 of the 50 states in the United States. Okay. They don't work in Puerto Rico and Alaska and Hawaii, but my contracts work everywhere else from New York City all back down to Alabama. All right. And it's all for digital download for you in the back office. Now, module 4, the place where you close your deals. Exactly how to position yourself as the expert by building relationships with the title companies, guys. Building relationships with the title company is one of the most exclusive and important things that you could do to position yourself to be an ultimate wholesaler. Building relationships and in-depth details on how to gather the info you need to set yourself up for an easy close. Working with true transparency. How to get the closing attorneys to close your deals at rapid speed. And one little secret that will allow you to become the best wholesaler in the entire title company office. And guys, where do you pick up your checks? Do we get them wired to our bank account? Who do we call? Where do we go? Guys, you go to the closing office. When you build relationships with these buyers, those are the questions that you're going to ask them. Where do you close your deals? You're not going to figure out what title company you're going to work with on your own. You're not the real estate investor yet. You got to move where the money is at, and you got to ask the buyer. So if the buyer tells you where his closing office is, why haven't you visited that office? Why haven't you sat down in the closing office and asked questions? It's just that simple, you know. But I'm going to also break that down in module 4, because that's the power of what I'm doing right now, putting my hand in your life, walking you through the hardships, walking you through the puddles, walking you through the difficulties, guys. All right, now, module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. What I do is I take you by hand and I show you how to close your deal using a proven framework backed by your desire. What to do with the profits you earn from wholesaling, okay? Do I just take my money and I'm going to blow it off, man? I'm going to do this and do that. No, if you make $10,000, put half of back in your savings, you know, because now you can take 25 from your savings and put some in marketing. You know, you have to think, you have to think with clarity, guys. How to build your capital and become an ultimate wholesale entrepreneur. That is the goal. You want to be a successful business person. And also, I want to, in module 4, I'm going to tell you about the 52-week savings secret. How if you just take $200 and put it up a week, if you just do that for 52 weeks, how you can have a small nest egg of $10,000 and $400 to be able to invest in your marketing or to be able to put in your IRA. Think about it. Also, learn the secrets of asset allocations. All right. I'm going to show you. Take some money. You can invest it here. You can start a business online that's going to create more money for you. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. Many techniques to find and contact billion-dollar companies. Guys, we got local investors in our market, but what if you aligned yourself with a billion-dollar company that can buy more houses than the local competitors in your market? How to close a deal with 15K profit with a hedge fund company. Also, most people don't know that they can make a lot of money with these hedge funds. How to make more money than you ever thought was possible through wholesaling while working with the hedge fund company as well. And also, how to build relationships with multimillionaires. What does that look like? How to perform a double closing. And this is very, very important. How do I take the money from a title company and hold it for 24 hours? You know, what is transactional funding? Guys, you got to know these things. This is how you propel yourself and take things to the next level. And then we also talk about the technical aspects of the double closing process. You know, is it one closing attorney? Is it two? How do we connect those dots and put them together? All right. Now, I also want to give you a bonus for staying to the end of this webinar. At this point, I want to give you something very, very important for free. I think that is life-changing. I'm going to give it to you for free. Learn the 11 forgotten universal laws, which will transform your life in wholesaling and beyond. I mean, I can't stress this. The 11 forgotten laws, you know, it took me a long time to debate with my team if I should give this away for free, but I'm going to give it away for free because I should have put it in the program, but I'm going to give it away for free. Learn how this can impact your business massively from the 80% mental and 20% know-how rule. This is dynamic. Discover the power of your subconscious mind, our God-given ability of which allows us to create anything, manifest anything. It allows us to live our life how we want. Learn the secret money affirmation that will attract money in your life instantly that we say every day. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. We must say that with repetition so that we can reprogram our subconscious mind to propel money to us, vibrate on a certain frequency so we can get more cash. This is real, guys. This is not some mumbo jumbo and hocus pocus. And I want to bless you with this and give it to you for free. All right. I'm not done. I got more bonuses for you for getting this in this program with me. You're going to receive an extra personal phone call from me so we can go over the game plan and get you to dominate. Think about that. Half of the time we pay for these overpriced programs, we get in and they don't even give us a call. Hold up. Excuse me. We do get a call, but it's someone from a sales office or a sales team rep. That's bull crap. Like what? You know, I remember getting into a program and I asked one of those sales reps, hey, do you own any real estate? And they said, no, this is just a job. So just imagine This is big. It's me taking my time out to dedicate my time to talk to you. I think that's very, very valuable. You know, people, you must utilize this because pretty soon I know I'm, you know, have over thousands of people, and there's one day going to be where MadPaper Coaching is forced to become an automated company. So, you know, take advantage of the opportunity right now to be able to, you know, talk to me. Okay. Another bonus. I'm not done. I want to give you access to my private network. If you join today, you're going to receive access to my exclusive real estate investor network of wholesalers all across the country. And I'm talking about, you know, professional wholesalers, not just some people that just started yesterday. Actual buyers that I have, real buyers and entrepreneurs. Okay. You will instantly receive live streams of our classes, which is this is worth thousands of dollars right here. You have access to the live stream of the class that I have every single Saturday here at Memphis at the University of Memphis on campus from 1 to 3, over 2 hours of information. I mean, and you'll be able to network with other winners. This bonus here is just great as well. So I think that's very phenomenal. Also, you know, I'm just going to go over all three. Everything is included. You know, you got the self-development secrets, the same concepts I use to program my mind for success. You got the personal phone call with me, you know, and listen, this is a revolution. And that word is not to be taken lightly. When I was stuck paying for those overpriced, watered down, bottled up seminars, and I mean that, and coaching platforms out there because it's whack, I could never actually call someone and talk to a real person when I needed help. Well, today, all that changes with the wholesale revolution. I'm breaking that down because I was there 18, 19, spending my money on it, not getting it. We the only real estate coaching program that offers this at 100% truth, because I'm going to call you and talk to you. Now, also the last bonus, access to the student group to review houses and ask questions in the group that I always respond to. And I go a little bit further. If you have a comment that you want to leave in any one of my groups on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, if you comment anywhere, I am going to reply to you. All right. Especially if you have access to my online community. Okay. I'm not just going to allow you to put a comment in, you know, it's just going to get left dry. I want to separate myself from that. Okay. Now, so much will be done, guys. So much will be done. Look, everybody, this is the exact framework I have used and shown to others to build themselves 5 to 6 figure businesses through wholesale real estate. Okay. Now, Jill, you can have new set appointments within the week. Once you get your new system in place, it will change your life drastically. Everything is going to change. Nothing will be the same. Remember that. Nothing will be the same. This is the beginning of a revolution. Big, a movement in the wholesale real estate industry. And this is what you're going to get. Module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. Like I said, we're going to get your foundation together. We're going to get you out of that quicksand mindset and structure you in the reverse wholesaling system so you can understand what it is. Module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. What do we need to do first? Direct mail marketing. All right. Remember that. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. How you can leverage me to get on the phone to talk to your sellers for you for those first few initial calls so you can learn how to become the master negotiator. Module 4, the place where you close your deals. The title company. Where do I go get paid? Okay. What does that look like? What's a closing agent? What's a closing attorney? Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. We gotta say that bread, baby. We gotta do better with our money. We gotta do better with our money. Okay. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. Dynamic information that you do not want to miss out on. Bonus. Also, how to develop a winning mindset. You cannot win without true self-development structure. Bonus, a personal phone call with me once again. And then another bonus, access to the wholesale revolution community. Now, with all of this being said, this is, you know, valued at $10,673. Ask yourself, is it? Do you think it is? With everything said, I mean, I think so. Do you think it's valued at $10,673? All the modules, including the bonuses. Do you think so? Ask yourself, if all you did was bring in an extra $5K a month, would it be worth a one-time investment of $10,673? I mean, it's like, it's almost, it's fail-proof, really, because you got access to me and my resources and my personal cell phone number 24/7. Imagine that. Not just some automated online video kit you get with a backpack of books. Think about that. What would it feel like to be able to know and feel confident to wholesale real estate without risking any of your own money? Guys, it's my grandmother calling me. I'm gonna actually answer it. I'm not gonna put my grandmother out. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Granny, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm actually having a live webinar right now with my students, but I said I'm gonna answer for my grandma.
I just wanted to figure out through with the kitchen over it.
Yeah, they started on the bathroom for my mom today. Yeah, they started on it today.
I know you don't know whether they're finished or not.
No, I don't know if they're finished or not. No.
Okay, well, go ahead. I'll talk to you.
Okay. All right, guys. Now, what would it be like to finally quit your job and take that vacation you always dreamed of? Think about that. What would it be like to finally quit your job and take that vacation you always dreamed of? Ain't you tired of working so hard? You just need that vacation to lay on the beach one moment and get that tan and just to hear that water and lay in that sand. That's such a beautiful situation. Or if all you did was bring in an extra $5K a month and it gave you the security to know that your family would be taken care of. Just to know that, so you can sleep at night, knowing that they would be taken care of. How would that feel? What would it feel like to create your own schedule and wake up when you want? You control your life. You control what you do. You control where you go. There's nobody over there. There's nobody, constricting that time on you. Think about it. Well, if you don't think it's worth $10,673, would that be worth $2,997, almost $3,000? Somebody talk to me right now. I mean, literally, there isn't anything out there like this. You got people out there charging $25,000, $50,000 for the same stuff that I'm giving you. But you got access to the real wholesale real estate investor that's participating in deals each and every single day of his life. How he survives off of it. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a 48-hour live webinar special right now for the real true go-getters and the real hustlers that's out there right now. You can get the Wholesale Revolution today for only $1,497. That's $1,497. Y'all got people paying $60,000 to go to college, and they get out of college and they in debt and they can't get a job. I'm charging way less than that for a fail-proof system. Come on. And I'm going to tell you what, if you can't see that link right here, I'm going to put the link in the chat box for you so you can see it and go to it. This is a revolution. It's www.wholesale. Make sure I get it right. revolution.com/go. So for everyone who wants to know how to get started, you click that link right there and we can. All right, I got 2 people that just signed up. That's what I'm talking about. That's real go-getters right there. So I got 8 spots left. I was going to say limited to the first 10, but I got 8 spots left because I know that there's real true hustlers that can see the transparency and what I'm doing. I don't have to sell you on this. That's what a lot of people don't understand. I'm giving out a plethora of free information and I'm naming a price on some revolutionary coaching. I'm really not selling you on anything but speaking facts. And also, I'm going to do a 30-day refund guarantee. A 30-day action-based refund guarantee, which means you can, if you watch the videos and you do the prospecting methods that I outline and you still feel the information wasn't worth it, then no questions asked. We're giving out refunds. You can ask people, I'm not playing with anybody's money. If you feel like it's not helping you, if you feel like you can't get a deal working with me every day by talking to me and you utilizing my resources, then I'm going to give you your money back because you need that. And once again, I have proof. I have proof of what I've done. When I come in someone's life with this wholesale real estate information, I'm going to put my main mission and goal to change it. I want you to get a check, and I'm going to walk you to the closing table. I've helped people all across the United States, guys. I want to help you do the same thing because I know you're tired of figuring out, should I invest in this coach? I don't know. He's saying some good stuff. I just don't know if he's real or not. I don't know. I got to research it a little bit more. He got a lot of good pictures and testimonials. I don't know. Guys, we can keep going for days on my testimonials. We can keep going until we get tired. And I'm going to keep doing it because I'm going to show the transparency. This is a revolution. I'm going to continue to read some of these testimonials out here from one of my students. Actually, Craig from Atlanta, an actual out-of-state student. It says, and he texted me this one morning, man, a very powerful testimonial. I immediately posted on my Instagram. It said, man, it's been about a year since we have spoke. Haven't spoken to the guy in a year. But I wanted you to know that I finally got my first deal. I felt that I owed you the respect to know that, especially because I started with you. Peace, Craig Jones. Man, what a man of integrity. What a man of morals. But most importantly, what a man of truth, because he just showed you what MadPaper coaching can do. And I haven't even spoken to the brother in a year. He lives in Atlanta. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. What more proof do you need? I'm going to read another testimony here from Nikki. It says, hey, Rico, it's Nikki from your class earlier. What you are doing is amazing. We wanted to talk a little more, but we had to get to our sitter. Okay. We came to your class for the information, but we came to see what kind of person you truly are. And energy does not lie nor hide. You are impeccable. For you to give your information and resources to help others bypass the obstacles you overcame is inspiring and motivational. We'll definitely be attending many more classes. Thank you. Wow. Just I know you can feel that energy, you know, from that person giving me that DM on Instagram. That's powerful, guys. I mean, I'm giving you the real deal, you know, and I'm going to do another fast action bonus right here because I got about 8 spots left. If you join immediately, you will receive an extra, I call this extra TLC from me, access to my personal buyers list. Think about that. That's a little extra love. This is worth gold by itself. Now you can leverage my 8-year relationships for your benefit. As you can see down here, I got pictures not only with just people that I've helped, but buyers. Real buyers that I've helped. No more guessing, no more searching. I will walk you through the process by hand, step by step. I'm not, like I said, that's what these people can't do. They can't show you their real investors, the behind the scenes guys. I'm going to put them on the forefront for you to have and access to. Imagine that. You know, with buyers here, I got one of the largest buyers that I work with here in Memphis, Tennessee right now to the far left corner, Mark Seller. You can research it. Memphis Invest, $100 million company, a hedge fund. I give those resources up to my students so they can accelerate them to success. On back up to another hedge fund company, Owens Property Group in California. Here with the 2 owners, Matt and Tyler in the center. And I also have every single local real estate investor that you can name under my belt here in Memphis, Tennessee. I can prove that to you. So join the wholesale revolution, man. I'm passionate, guys. I'm passionate. I'm doing something big and revolutionary because I was there. I went through those bull crap coaching programs that didn't work. So I know how to help. That's why my classes are packed every Saturday. That's why people are just, running to sign up nationwide. The proof is in the pudding, guys. Also, like I said, I have classes every single Saturday here at the University of Memphis from 1 to 3. But not, I haven't just reached out to people here locally. I've traveled. I went to New York. I reached out to people here in Brooklyn, New York right here, as you can see in this picture. From Atlanta, you know, Nashville, Dallas, Houston. Guys, I've been everywhere. I have a large base of students nationwide that have received some success from MadPaper coaching because we take it above and beyond. We don't just give you the mumbo jumbo information. And once again, with my testimonials, I can go on and on and on. How many do you want to see? How many people do you need to talk to see how real my company is? So join the wholesale revolution. You know, this is about much more than just wholesale real estate. This is about your entire life. This is the beginning of something huge. As you can see, it's a big passion for me. Learn how to develop a winning mindset. Learn how to create income on demand. And command. I said demand. And learn how to create income on command and on demand at the same time. And it says only 10 spots. I got about 8. And like I said, I know everybody out there is just going to probably watch the webinar, get as much free information as they can. But to the real true go-getters, there's only a few. And there's only a few that take action. And I understand that. But the ones that just signed up, I can't wait to talk to you at the end of this webinar. I appreciate you for your aggression. Join the wholesale revolution today, guys. Let's really get in the game and make a change. And as I said, you know, wholesale real estate, it has been tremendous from the materialistic things that I've been able to purchase, you know, the BMW i8, but most importantly, the relationships and the friendships I have created by coaching and teaching people, you know, as you can see in the middle picture here. And then to the far right, you can see my partner in crime, Callie, you know, my girlfriend. She's been with me for 5 years and she's in real estate full time as well. And she stuck with me through thick and thin in this thing, guys. And we have done some tremendous things together. And it has allowed us to travel all the way up to New York City and Times Square. And guys, I want to be able to show you the same thing because you can have the same success in your life. Okay. Now, what happens next? You may say, what do I do next? All right, Rico, you get me so motivated, man. I forgot how to sign up. Well, look, I'm putting it to you here in plain sight. All right. Go to the Wholesale Revolution website to join. It's in the red. That's the link. I also put it in the chat box in there for you to click to get started. And that's what you get right now. You get 6-week online training. All right. This is a $1,997 value, $97 value. That's 25 plus video lessons, downloadable assets, transcripts, MP3 audio lessons that teach you everything you need to know about wholesaling real estate. I mean, I don't know anything like it. Live buyers, access to investors and hedge funds, actively buying properties in all of 50 states. Let's make this a little bit more easier for you. That's a $14.97 value, the price of the entire coaching program. Think about that. Contracts and resources that I talked about. You know, I give you the specific contracts you need with the clauses already in place to protect you and help you make extreme profits. That's also $1,000 value. Okay. Then again, the live negotiation part. You got access to live expert guidance on the phone for your sellers. That's $500. That's with me. I think it's worth a little bit more, but I think that's about $500. But that's access to me. Now, marketing tools. Utilize my system to effectively target the houses in your area. This is a little bit sharp right here. This is going to curb and save you a lot of time and frustration. Okay, $300 value. You adding all of this up. True accountability. Listen to this here. When you get stuck, when you feel confused, when you feel like you're at a dead end road, you will always have 24 hours hands-on support at all times. That means access to my personal cell phone number. You see my students hitting me up right now. I got students blowing me up right now because they have access to my personal number. And yes, I take my time and I work with my people. All right. Now, exclusive access to the exclusive community. This is a private group of like-minded individuals who may be going through the same process that you may be going through, and you can network with experts in every aspect of real estate. Think about that. Network. All right. Now, I got bonuses. Of course, partnering with the hedge funds. This is almost a $2,500, bonus here. Learn the secrets of building relationships with the biggest buyers in the game. I'm giving this to you. And then also the last bonus, Most people are saying, what's a double closing? I know about the assignment, but what's a double closing? You know, learn the art of transactional funding to close your wholesale deals. Guys, everything that I've been talking about right there, I kind of put it in a nutshell for you. That's a total value of $10,673. But right now, you're getting access to this thing for $1,497, $1,497 one time. You can save 25% if you can't even pay that. I'm doing it. I'm gonna allow you to make payments. You can make payments. 6 payments of $333. 6 payments of three. Most people saying, man, damn, I still don't. That's a great price, Rico. It sounds good, but I still don't got $1,500. Well, I'm gonna make it an option for you to pay that $333 a month. Don't make it an excuse to not get in this game and make some real money. Come on, plug into True Resources right now. Now, as I promise you all, I want to open it up for a live Q&A. I know you guys got a lot of questions. We have reached the end of this webinar. I appreciate you guys' engagement. You know, it's people all across the country right now in this webinar. It's a lot of people on. And if you have any questions right now pertaining to real estate, wholesale real estate, the coaching, go ahead and plug them in, and I'm going to answer them for you. Thanks for saving me from the automated programs. No problem, Darius. I'm responding to your text right now, bro. All right. Questions. What type of list should we target when initially setting up our direct mail marketing? The list that I would advise you to target, D, is the absentee owners. Absentee owners, okay? Best list out there. I don't care what they say. Oh, it's oversaturated. All everybody's doing is absentee owners. They only doing it for a month. They only doing it for 2 months. After the 3rd month, they gone. Who's doing it for 12? Who's doing it for 2 years? You must stay consistent in any list that you choose, and it's going to work for you, man. Win. Hi, Rico. I would like to thank you and let you know that your live webinars are very valuable. My question tonight is this program applicable to commercial properties as well? Looks like I'm having a spelling problem here, guys. But yes, you can wholesale apartment buildings. You can wholesale very large commercial buildings and make big assignment fees on them. I had a partner of mine, Clarence. He just made $35,000 simply by wholesaling an apartment building. He found an apartment building for low, got the contract on it, and found a buyer who was willing to pay a little bit higher for it. It's simple math, guys, but it takes a lot of hustle. So yes, you can do commercial properties. No problem, D. If I have a new buyer, should he know how much I got the property under purchase contract for? He may not want to pay me high fee. Jazz, let me tell you something, man. If you build a genuine relationship with an end buyer instead of just sending out properties to a list of buyers, your chances of a buyer taking the deal just simply because you're talking to him about it is going to vanish, because now you have put his guard down and he sees someone as a serious person who was trying to create a real business for themselves. All right. So now he's your mentor. So if you have an address and you send him the address and you ask him what he could pay for it, that will help you leverage and negotiate with your seller. All right. So my answer to that is, if you build relationship first, it won't happen. But if you go out there and try to find a house first and you just send it out to a list without it being under contract, you will have the opportunity for someone to come behind your back and take the deal. It's sharks out there. All right. But if you put yourself out there as a moral individual with ethics and great standards, and you tell the truth and you show up on time and you do what you say, then the buyers will work with you. Hope they help you out, Jazz. Give me some more questions. Great questions right now tonight. I got some students to talk to. Questions. That's about it. Are we about burnt out there? Are we just looking on the screen right now? You're just looking at me talk, guys? Okay. Okay. Hey, listen, I want to say this. The red link is there. You see all the benefits. www.thewholesalerevolution.com/go. If you're ready to go ahead and start making money in wholesale real estate for real, let's go ahead and get started. To the people that just signed up, I'm about to give you a call. All right. Peace. Have a great night. And remember, you must move with massive, massive action. I see you all on the other side.